Now we are on to speaking test, and this is test 4 IELTS 8 student book. First part is always a pacifying part, means the examiner would ask you about yourself, your home, work, or studies, and your familiar topics like hobbies. You can always tell that I am from this or I hail from this, say some place like Jammu, and I'm pursuing my means PhD at this university. You can say I work as a software analyst or a programmer or software tester at say TCS, and then you can talk about your hobbies like I um, love watching television and movies, and also I'm a keen fan of cricket because I'm a cricket player too. And if you're a football player, you can just add football to places where I spoke about cricket. Then television. How often do you watch television? Why or why not? This you can say. Well, frankly, I watch television every day. Every day, 9 to 10, I watch prime time television news network. So I am aware, I just need to be aware of what's happening, what is the day's story, news, and any other information which I can grab in this time. But on the weekends, I generally watch few of my favorite programs like the reality shows. Then which television channel do you usually watch? And this I have a different opinion. Is what I'm going to speak may not be of your choice. So let me answer it this way. Which television channel do you usually watch? Well, the fact of the matter is, I am fond of sports and news. So there are only few channels which I watch. One is ESPN, where I follow cricket. I even if the game is at night, I find time or make arrangements to watch cricket in the night time. And news, as I just indicated, 9 to 10, I generally watch whenever I get time. And then sometimes I usually go to some comedy channels like Sony. So these are the channels I generally watch. Then do you enjoy the advertisements on television? Why not? Well, if you ask my honest opinion, I don't want advertisement in my shows, means the television which I watch. I don't want these advertisements because they are distractions. Whenever there is a cliffhanger things going on, advertisement will come, and that too in variety. The advertisement which I don't like or may not be linked to. But on the other hand, advertisements are very important because they present you the scenario, the products and information which are relevant to you, which may be or may not be directly or indirectly somewhere affect you. That is why advertisement should be present in the television telecast, but they should be limited to. They should not advertisement should not be flooded, come in floods. Then, do you think most programs on television are good? Do you think that most programs on television are good? Why not? Well, if you ask me specifically, then as I indicated, I generally watch news and sports. So those are those are the channels which broadcast only sports and news. But few programs are, I would feel and I would like to point out, which are being telecasted on television. I find them not relevant, or I don't like them because they spread hatred, or they talk about some facts which are not true, like superstition. Some channels they generally spread superstition, or they try to speak or enlarge some news which are not of any relevance, but they can create problem in the society. That is why I don't like most program, but I like what I see on my channel of um, viewing. Then describe a friend of your family you remember from your childhood. You should say who the person was, how your family knew this person, how often this person visited your family, and explain why you remember this person. Describe a friend of your family. So you're not going to talk about your friend. This is a gentleman of or a woman who is related to your family. So you have some time to write down the salient points, and then you can speak. Then how you can start is, when I was young in my childhood days, Mr. X, uh, executive engineer in railway, he used to visit us. Firstly, he came just as an inspector. He came to our house. My mother was in transferable job. So he came to deliver the keys and to allot the house to my mother. But meanwhile, he was also taking care of the maintenance. The thing happened like this, that whenever we approach him, he was very kind, he was very patient, and he is of the view that the work should be completed on time and without creating any difficulty for the people whom he is serving for. He is called Mr. X, and now we are family friends because we were young, and he used to take us to market, to various places. And one thing I remember still now, till date, that it was I was in high secondary and I had to go for an exam, and we did not got this ticket booked, and he made efforts which are so appreciable, and he himself took me to a different city, and I gave exam, I appeared from the exam, and then I came back with him. He was very good with me. He fed me. He took me to various places. And though I was child, I was asking for this and that. I was not aware of the social variety that I should have, or social manners which I must contain. But still, he was very kind. Then after that, also he was in touch with us, and because I got job here, till date I I every now and then I find time and visit him, pay him visit, and still I am very glad to from his advices, learn from him, and try to be of the personality which he possesses. So this is about 1 or 2 minutes, so continue speaking. The examiner will tell you when you have to stop. The discussion topic: friendship. What do you think makes someone a good friend to our whole family? In my opinion, a friend who is good friend to each and every member to our family, right from the eldest, or you can, to be specific, my grandfather, and to my dog. A good friend can only be a good friend, or we regard him as a good friend, when he is good to everyone. The friend or the person whom I just talked about, he was good to everyone. He was subtle in his talk, even if he has to, he know how to bend and touch feet of my grandfather, then how to talk with the women, where to go, where not to go, and then the timing he comes, the way he talks, the discussion he makes is what appeal us. And one more thing, he's always there for our help. Whenever we needed help, he was there, and he left his job. Means he maybe he might have taken holiday or leave, but he never let us know what he has done for us, and never expected anything in return. That is how I feel, or what I regard as a good friend to my family. Do you think we meet different kinds of friend at different stages of our life? In what way are these type of friend different? I totally agree with friends, or different kind of friends which we make in different stages of our life. When we are in school, then the students or the children who are reading with us, who are attending school with us, they are our friend. And that friendship is very strong because it goes up to, say, 10th to 12th class. Then after that, we come to, or we join engineering, medical, or any professional course, maybe for 3 or 4 years. And those years are very important because at that time you make your career. And then friends, you make friends who are important to you, technically also and behavioral also. Then you find some job, or you get employment. Then you make some friends who are peers to you, who work along with you. And then these friends are now, means right now I am these friends. I am in touch with friends of my school or childhood, and also of my college. But generally, right now I feel that my friends with whom I work, or more specifically my colleague, they are my friends now. So how easy it's to make friends with people from different age group? Well, to be very frank and to present my opinion candidly, I believe that friends generally, or the friendship is generally made between or amongst people or student or candidates or pupils of similar age. Maybe some difference of 1 or 2 years or 5 years is acceptable, but I don't generally acknowledge friendship between people of different ages because there is a gap. They have more experience, some have less experience, but these things generally happen, so I don't deny it either. And influence of friends. Do you think it is possible to be friends with someone if you never meet them in person? I previously, when I was young, I felt that friends with or people whom you have never met or you are only in touch with in internet or your pen friends, they can be your friends. But right now, I my thoughts have changed, my opinions have changed. I believe until unless you meet a person face to face, you can't agree or you cannot conclude that he is your friend. Is this a real friendship? In this, you can say, as I indicated earlier, I don't feel, or I don't think that this is a real friendship because there is no emotion involved. You don't know him personally, so this kind of relationship generally fades with time or fade away with time. What kind of influence can friends have on our lives? I strongly feel that friends influence our life or affect our lives in a huge manner because you live with them, you stay with them for quite a large duration. Then whatever you speak or you understand, you talk to them, they talk to you. You go with them, you take meal with them, or if you drink with them. So whatever they speak, they always influence. Generally, my friends, they are very supportive. So I have some trouble, I speak with them, and they patiently listen and give me some good advices that I cherish and try to imbibe and employ in my life. So, how important would you say it is to have friends from different cultures? If you are in different culture, if you are living in different culture, then generally you will make friends, and these friends are those friends whom with whom you have a frequency match, means behaviorally and emotionally you are attached to them. They understand you, and there is an unwritten relationship or a bonding between you two. So I have this thought that people belonging to different culture uh, can be a friend, and they can be sometimes greatest friend than people of your community or your culture. So this was speaking of test 4 IELTS 8. Thank you so much. Take care.